Big screen TVs, health tech, sexy appliances, and no Las Vegas. This year, tech's biggest event is getting a shake-up as CES goes all virtual. Here are all the big trends and big changes you can expect from CES 2021. Normally at this time of the year, the entire tech world is touching down in Las Vegas for a big week of news, strange gadgets, and lots of walking around a giant show floor. But this year, the pandemic means that CES's 2.9 million square feet of exhibition space are being replaced by an all-digital event. Brands like LG and Procter & Gamble are creating virtual booths online instead of the flashy physical exhibits we've seen in the past. Panasonic is hosting a virtual concert by Cold War Kids, and instead of packed keynotes, all the big press conferences are streaming online. Now, we saw this trend in 2020. Apple and Samsung both held big launches last year with online-only events, and hopefully it'll mean fewer things going wrong.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank Michael Bay for joining us.
That was awkward. But going digital only also means that some companies are skipping CES altogether this year. Google, which built its own theme park ride at CES in 2019, won't be at the show. In fact, the CTA, which runs CES, says it's expecting about 1,000 virtual exhibitors, less than a quarter of what we saw last year. Still, you can expect the brands that do show up to definitely try and make a splash, including one of the most hotly anticipated events of CES, Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked event, which is happening on Thursday. Now, details are still under wraps, but we're expecting to see the launch of 3 new Galaxy S21 phones with better cameras and maybe even an integrated S Pen like we've seen on the Note. We'd expect the year's big phone news to happen at Mobile World Congress, which normally happens in March. But with MWC pushed back this year, we may see more phone news at CES. For example, Verizon is hosting the kickoff keynote speech for the show, and we're expecting 5G to be a big theme. Now, let's talk TVs. This is always a big topic at CES, but let's not lie, without being able to see those dazzling displays and razor-thin screens in person, the wow factor isn't going to be the same this year. And while 3 of the top 5 brands will be at CES, Samsung, TCL and LG, the other 2, Vizio and Hisense, are sitting this year out. But there'll still be things to see. We're expecting bigger screens, potentially new 8K TVs, and plenty of talk around technologies like mini LED and micro LED. LG is launching a range of mini LED TVs known as QNED, and we're probably going to expect shiny new OLEDs from LG TV as well. LG Display is also showing off a transparent OLED for commercial applications. Samsung has also unveiled a range of new micro-LED TVs, including a 110-inch model with a $156,000 price tag, as well as new QLED models and an updated version of its Frame TV, which is designed to look like an artwork on your wall. If $150,000 is a little outside your price range, don't worry, you can also expect more affordable TVs to be unveiled too. Now, CES is normally a show for high-tech gadgets, but it's also a show for high-tech appliances. Samsung is launching its new bespoke refrigerator range with a modular design available in pastel pink and blue. And LG is upgrading its InstaView refrigerator with a door that opens via voice command and a water dispenser that sanitizes your water with UV light. Yes, even tech is getting a pandemic upgrade this year. Speaking of which, health tech is going to be a big trend at this year's show. Products that promise to sterilize, sanitize, and purify, as well as wearables that give you a more complete picture of your inner health, with readings on things like heart health, blood pressure, and sleep. But watch out with any of these healthcare products. There's a big difference between products that make health claims and then products that have actually been FDA approved. And the final trend to watch at CES this year? Weird and wonderful gadgets. Whether it's a Lamborghini massage chair, a wearable camera for your baby, or a flying taxi, CES always serves up a few surprises, and we hope that this year brings some of the same. No matter what happens, CNET will be covering the whole show from start to finish. We'll be streaming live, covering all the news as it happens, starting off from press day on Monday, January 11th at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, bright and early. We may not be in Vegas, but we'll still have a bit of that Vegas sparkle. For everything you need to know about CES, stay tuned to CNET.